always like to drive on a new highway. So Ontario now has a new highway, 407 East Extension. Not a toll road right now. So let's drive it. We're going north on Lakeridge Road in Whitby. We're now going to get on the 407 eastbound, and it's going towards Oshawa. So here we go. Obviously, not too many people know the highway's open today, but today's its first day, and I'm going on in the evening. So we're going east now, and it's exciting. I always like new things, and we've got a brand new toll road here. As you can see, I'm entering the highway. The gantries overhead have no cameras, no lights. They're not ready to rock and roll yet, but there's no toll, so away we go. It's really actually an amazing piece of engineering feat. Amazing, actually. I love highways, I love driving. So here you are on the 407 eastbound. We're now going east. We're just going underneath the 412 interchange. And I would say that if I was OPP, I would be hanging around out here, because I think tonight a lot of the high-speed cars will be coming out onto this road, because I don't think too many people are going to be on this road for a few more days before it gets publicized. So if I was doing a speed trap, I'd be doing it now. So here we go on the 407 eastbound. We're just east of the brand new 412, which goes north-south. It's a connector road between the 401 and the 407 here. As you can see, the limit's 100 kilometers. It's 2 lanes each way. This is a beautiful area of the GTA. There's lots of valleys and hills. This is farm country, which is a tragedy, because of course all this farm area will be paved in the next 50 years, I guarantee you that. We're coming up to the Highway 12 interchange. Just went under Concord Street, which is the north-south road in Oshawa. So we're doing 100 kilometers an hour, the speed limit on most limited access highways in Ontario. We just went underneath Highway 7, which was the old east-west road. Well, it still is an east-west road here. And now it looks like we're going to narrow down to 1 lane. Or not quite sure. I guess the exit to Highway 12 is closed. Not quite open yet. Something to consider if you're considering going to Whitby and or Brooklyn. So that exit's closed. Good luck to anyone getting off there. So we're now continuing east on this new roadway. Very exciting. Beautiful, smooth roadway. Blacktop, asphalt. We're now going underneath Highway 12, which is still a Ontario road, and Ontario road. We're going east still, and hopefully you'll be able to see much. It's 9:15 p.m., 21:15 p.m. It's the longest day of the year. It's the summer solstice. The sun will now be spending less time in the northern hemisphere as of today, and it will be retreating to the outer ring. And if you don't know what that means, look it up. We're continuing eastbound. Pickering Road is the next exit. We're now going underneath the Anderson Street Underpass, Overpass. And once more, the gantries are not activated yet. There's no cameras, there's no lights, there's no transponder receivers. We're now going underneath Pickering Road, which means we've just about finished being in Whitby. As you can see on the right, there's a hydro right-of-way, which I guess is one of the main right-of-ways for transmitting hydro to North and Eastern Ontario, Peterborough way. Actually, I just lowered my speed a bit, but the speed limit is 100. Usually they build the 407 along the hydro right-of-way corridor across northern Toronto. We're now going downhill into Oshawa, Ontario, which is where you live, learn, and prosper. We're now going over the Oshawa Creek West branch, a very large bridge, very large, lovely bridge. This is a virgin highway. It's obviously extraordinarily smooth. It's blacktop asphalt, I guess, on a concrete base. We're now going over the Thornton Road overpass. The next exit, Simcoe Street. Once more, if you look to the east and north and south, nothing but farmland. We're now crossing Winchester Road overpass. And as I said, it's getting dark out. You won't be able to see as much as I would have liked. I'm sorry about that, but we'll come back in the daytime and do a daytime version. The night version of this dash cam is pretty good. Night vision, I think, is okay. This is the Simcoe Street Interchange. Simcoe is the main north-south road in Oshawa. As you can see, there's nobody around. We have a couple people ahead of us, not too much traffic. We're now going underneath Simcoe Street. We're coming up to another slow-moving car who's probably just looking around, awestruck like I am at this wonderful new highway. Cost $1.2 billion. Public money. Of course, what public money should be. There's a sign, highway ends at 33 Harmony Road in 2 kilometers. And again, there's the hydro right-of-way on our right with the large pylons that transmit power. We're now going down into another creek area. We're at mile marker 125 kilometers. And this is the Ritson Road North road underneath, and the East Creek, it says there. I guess the Oshawa East Creek, I'm not sure what exactly that means. We're now coming up to a stop sign, which will be in 1.6 kilometers, which is also 1 mile. And now the speed reduces to 80k. And I'm not quite sure where we're going to dump onto. But it says 2 right lanes must exit, and that's what we're going to do. All lanes must exit, and that is at Harmony Road. Now that's as far as the highway goes for now. In the next year or 2 or 3, it's going to extend right to Highway 35-115, which is the main road to Peterborough, Ontario. So now we're forced off. As you can see, we're going over a bridge on this exit ramp, and there is, I guess, a large gully or creek below. Another beautiful interchange. I guess one of the benefits of building a highway where there's only farmland is there's not too much right-of-way to claim. There's not really any great big expropriations that involve many people, which of course is an advantage. So now we're at Harmony Road, the 407, a very quiet area. We're now going north on Harmony Road, which is at the east end of Oshawa. And now we're going to get back on the 407 West, going underneath the 407 future extension. So we're going underneath and we're going back on the 407 West. And obviously our guy on the left isn't going with us, so he's not a pleasure cruiser like myself. I assume if you're going to Peterborough or points beyond, you have to go north on Harmony Road there. Beautifully smooth road though, wow. I'm now on the on-ramp. My GPS, the Google map, doesn't even have this on-ramp on it. So as smart as Google is, they don't even have this map. And away we go, a beautiful view looking west now, 407 West. It's very warm tonight. You're now looking at the western sky. Just got on an on-ramp at Harmony Road. We're now going west on the 407. We're going over the East Creek, very large overpass bridge. And we got the whole road to ourselves. I can just imagine tonight, are the big cars going to come out from the rich areas of northern Toronto, the big Mercedes, and do 200? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm actually shocked. I haven't seen one Ontario Provincial Police OPP officer. I thought there'd be the odd one out. But we're going to go all the way to Brock Road. It is evening time. Brock Road is the old eastern terminus of the 407. And that's where the tolling starts. We're now on the 407 East Extension. It is not a toll road. It will be free till the end of the year, just to whet the appetite of all the Eastenders, the Eastern GTA commuters. We're now doing 100, going a little faster. Since we've seen the scenery already, we're now going west on the 407. We're coming up to the Simcoe Street interchange. It looks like it's a full interchange. Going north-south, it goes up to Port Perry and goes down to the Lake Ontario. Simcoe Street goes right through the heart of Oshawa, named after Lord Simcoe, who I believe was the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario in the late 1800s. But don't quote me. He has a lot of things named after him. He has a lake. He has this major street. We just went under Simcoe Street. We're now heading west on the 407 extension. There are some houses on the left and farmland on the right. And as I said, in the next 50 years, this whole area will probably be subdivisions or paved over to some extent. Prediction is the GTA of Toronto, Greater Toronto area, will be paved from lake to lake, from Lake Ontario to the south to Lake Simcoe to the north. Some people don't like that, but that's what happens when a desirable area gets built up. We're now going over Winchester Road, which is an east-west road. This is a huge bridge that I just went over. Underneath, it's a huge subway. I'll go under that one day, take you through. We're going over Thornton Road and North-South Road in Oshawa. We're now entering Whitby. There's 3 interchanges. We're now going over the Oshawa Creek West, very large bridge. And now we're approaching Highway 12, the main north-south route in Whitby. And that interchange looks like it is a full interchange as well. And it looks like it is open going westbound. Actually, sorry, that's Dixon Road. Never mind, that's the Dixon Road exit. There is no Highway 12. Well, Highway 12 will be next. I'm a little confused. And this exit is Highway 12 coming up. That's a north-south road that goes from Whitby to Aurelia and beyond. So we're going underneath the interchange. And this road here is Anderson Street, a very large overpass, huge bridge. And we're continuing westbound on the 407. The new Eastern Extension opened today, June 20th, 2016. Going over another bridge, a creek, and it even has transparent glass so you can look beyond up the creek. That's exit 118, which is Highway 12. We're now going underneath Highway 12, a large overpass. Once again, it's June 20th, 2016. It's the summer solstice, the longest day of the year in this part of the world. We're now heading west, due west. You can see the beautiful sunset with the wonderful cloud formation. It's now 9:27, 21:27. The longest day of the year. You can see what time the sun sets. We're now going underneath Ashburn Road, another underpass. And then we are going northwest now. We're going on an angle. So we're now going to go underneath Highway 7, which is an east-west road as well. That was the main east-west road. We're now going over Lind Creek, a much smaller bridge. There's a electronic Ontario directional sign that's non-operational. We're continuing west at 117 kilometer marker. This underpass is Concord Street, another north-south street in the city of Whitby. No police officers. We now see some LED high mast lighting in the middle, the newest in lighting technology. We're now going over a bridge, a small bridge, I guess it's a creek, and now we have full lighting because we're coming up to the 412 interchange going westbound. It's the main, it's a connector road that connects the 401. We'll come back this way later to go back down to the 401. We're continuing on 407 west, and we're entering the city of Pickering. 3 interchanges, and this is the Lakeridge Rd exit, which is another major north-south road that connects Lake Ontario to Lake Simcoe. And there's a full interchange here. And the next exit is Brock Road in Pickering. That's 8 kilometers. It's a very long stretch. Ajax, the city of Ajax does not come this far north, so Ajax and the 407 have nothing to do with each other. So if you're ever thinking of being in Ajax and going to the 407, you cannot. Now we have 3 lanes. We went from 2 lanes each direction to 3 lanes now in each direction. We have a warning sign, 100 kilometers an hour, aircraft patrolled by the OPP. I've never seen an OPP aircraft in my life, I guess, and they're not flying too high either. We're now going underneath the Lakeridge Rd underpass. Lots of high mast LED lighting. It's very bright, it's very clean light. We have no one around us. We're going to be passed by only the second car I've seen so far. Fantastic road, beautiful road. It's very smooth, 100 kilometers an hour. This is such a beautiful area. I believe we're on the Oak Ridge Moraine. We're now going under Kinsale Road. No interchange. hills up here are beautiful. They're rolling. This is all farmland or undeveloped land. It's beautiful. We're about, I believe, 13 kilometers north of Lake Ontario. We're now going over Carruthers Creek. It's 3 lanes each direction. We're going on the 407 eastbound. We're at mile marker 112. We're going over a bridge over a small creek. And apologies, it is getting dark, so there's not a hell of a lot to see. But I wanted to get this video together so you can take a look at the 407. We're at mile marker 111.5. We're going underneath Salem Road. There's no interchange here. It is a future interchange, possibly, as the area becomes more developed. But right now, no interchange. There's no more interchanges till Brock Road and Pickering. We're going over another arm of Carruthers Creek in the city of Pickering, and we're continuing eastbound. Beautiful highway, nobody on it. Another bridge over Carruthers Creek. Obviously, it's a trident of arms up here that go into the 407. How Masonic. Continuing westbound on the 407, 3 lanes each direction, divided highway. It's free till the end of 2016, just to get people interested. We're now going underneath Westney Road in Pickering, another underpass, a very large bridge. No interchange. We're going downhill. This is a very large river valley, and we're now at the bottom of the valley, and this is East Duffins Creek. Another very large bridge, a few hundred meters perhaps. And we're now going uphill out of the river valley, or creek valley. And now in 2 kilometers, the 407 ETR begins, electronic toll road, and the 407 extension or eastern division ends. We're going over Spring Creek. We're going uphill. And we will be getting off here because after this, the tolling begins. We're going underneath sideline 14. There's a sign, the 407 tolls are in effect after Brock Road, so we will be getting off. And we're going underneath the gantry that records our license plate. And you could just hear the transponder going off, so it recorded our entry, which I'm puzzled by. That's okay. So we're now getting off, so hopefully we won't be paying for any of that. So we're getting off at Brock Road. We're going to do a U-turn. We're going underneath the Brock Road bypass. So we're getting off here on this free road where there's absolutely nobody. Am I the only curious Ontarian that wants to be here on the first day? That's funny. We're now going to go on Brock Road South. Probably one of the first people ever to take this ramp. Very exciting. I'll get in the right lane. It's a double left going southbound because I want to get back on. Question is, can I get back on? Brand new lights, and they work perfectly. I don't think I can get on. I'm sorry. How annoying. Cannot get back on going southbound on Brock Road to the 407 eastbound. Oh, look on, I don't know if you can see up on the left, there's the moon. I think we might be SOL getting back on the 407. Let's see. We're going south on Brock Road right now. we cannot get back on. No can do. Sorry folks, there'll be no 412 tour tonight. Interesting. Alright, that concludes our test drive of the Ford 07 from Lakeridge Road going east to Harmony Road and then coming back west to Brock Road and Pickering.